Okay.
Hey, and welcome to the 50K tournament. Good start to the stream. Already using the wrong title. And casting with me today is Shevchenko.
Just call me Chef. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what people will bring to a tournament with so little money to spend.
Yep. Definitely a lot of capacitor ships and yeah. So you can run a small reactor, but you're not really gonna have space for much of anything else.
Also, with such a limiting price, I suspect we'll see a lot of cannons because of their alpha potential and because they penetrate through insides very well.
Yes, cannons are always a strong choice with such low price ranges. Alright. I'll ping the first two players, which are Coconut and Trebuchet.
Coconut and Trebuchet.
No, it's that's actually the same person. It's Coconut, Trebuchet, and Tapeable.
Yeah, just for reference, a small reactor costs.
And it seems like I didn't change the title of the stream again.
Oops.
I'm definitely a professional streamer. I'll do that quickly.
Alright, once again, for reference, capacitor only costs 4,000 credits. So it's going to allow for much more stuff to be put on a ship.
Yep. I'm actually not sure if the matches will be very quick or very slow. I feel like we're gonna have a combination of those two, because potentially you want to stall out the enemy's energy reserves, and they're gonna turn off their cockpits to preserve energy, and that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I suspect a lot of quick matches, but also a lot of stalling and careful play from certain people.
Yeah, I considered maybe turning the rod timer down, but I wasn't really sure how it will turn out, so I just left it on 10 minutes.
I think that should be good.
Alright, let's see if the players are actually here.
Right, Coco seems to be offline for now, and
that's always a great start.
Online.
Alright, one of the players is in the lobby, so
I don't think we did a tourney check-in.
maybe I should do that for tournaments in the future.
Yeah, I think that should be good, just to give players a heads up and a reminder that they should be online and available.
Yeah, I remember that Ceres did tournament check-ins, but then later discontinued them because they weren't useful or something. I don't know, but maybe I'll try anyways.
I do think they're useful, and I know Slow King does tourney check-ins every time there's a tournament, and they're good at waking people up.
Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna ping the next two players.
Yeah, let's do that for now. Right, both of them are offline for now. Let's see if they come back on.
Huh. I mean, I also didn't do check-ins because it wasn't that necessary in the past. We only ever had like 1 or 2 people not appearing, but right now the first 4 people we ping don't seem to be here. 8 signups is more than we usually have, so I thought that we would have a decently sized tournament, but apparently not.
I mean, I think we should just now at least probably ping everyone who's participating just to let them know that they have a turn to attend. Okay, Snow's online, that's good.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do a 1 versus 1 duel against who is it? Super, I guess. Because it seems like literally no one else is online.
I mean, that's weird because Snow is online. Snow just isn't responding for some reason.
Yeah, and they also wrote in the chat before. They said, "Oh gosh, it's today. Good luck." Yeah.
So I guess while we're waiting, we could discuss something to fill the time. And there has been a suggestion posted, I think, yesterday into ideas and feedback about the mine visibility for multiplayer, where the person suggested to add basically the functionality that your mod adds to the game as a toggleable option.
Yeah, so we have this mod that makes mines more visible, and yeah, it's clear that it gives an advantage because mines normally are kind of hard to see, and you can easily like run into them if you don't watch out properly or you miss them or something. And yeah. So the suggestion is that it should be just be a feature of the core game as like an option that you can turn on.
Yeah, basically. And I really think that's a good feature because right now, those who do not have any visibility mode for mines and potentially even missiles are just at a disadvantage compared to those who do have such a mod installed. Like after playing around with it for a few days, it's not only easier to dodge mines, it's also easier to spread mines and to see where they are armed, where they're not, to just manipulate the area. So it also makes people who like playing with mines perform better.
Yeah, that's true. It just makes mines a more fun weapon to play and play against. Yeah. I'm not quite sure if that change is likely to make it into the main game because I mean there's probably a reason why Vault didn't make them as visible.
Well, there probably is, but Walt has expressed being unhappy about those notifications affecting the gameplay and being used, but has also stated that he can't really do anything about people using them. So I think that this could be a good compromise. Just giving this option to everyone so it's available and just to even the playing field.
All of the people complaining now that I didn't do a check-in. I mean, I never did one in the past, and it always was fine. It's probably because of you, Chef. You cursed the tournament.
Oh. I suppose all of these things kind of are now the check-in.
Xno unloading the release candidate right now.
Okay, that's good. So they should be with us shortly.
Yeah. I think I'll actually do a new tournament bracket then. I think I mean, if we're only 3 players, we should do like a round robin.
I guess we could do a round robin right now. But I'm also thinking about maybe re-pinging everyone who's participating in maybe the
I already pinged all of them.
Oh, that's true. Just in case, as an option.
Admiral T-Rex is here. They're typing. Oh my god.
Yeah, a round robin should also make it easier for those who get to wake up to join back into the tournament without losing out on anything, I suppose.
Alright, I updated the bracket.
Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the amount of people participating suddenly was just cut in half.
Yeah, like I never had that like half of the people that signed up didn't show up. Yeah, I'll definitely do a check-in in the future.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So right now we have Xno versus Super 87.
All right. So we can finally start with our first match.
Well, let's see what they bring.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Alright, we have X-No with a missile kite, it seems. And Super with... What is this even? It's a sumo ship?
That's a very long sumo ship. And it's pretty well painted, actually.
Of all of the... Of all of the ships I thought we'd be seeing today, I didn't think a sumo ship would make the cut.
Well, sumo ships are a pretty okay strategy in built in battle, so maybe there is some carryover from that.
I think they are kind of a meme strat even in that game mode.
That's true, and I'm afraid that this is going to be a tough matchup for Super here because missiles will just wrap around to the defenses.
Yeah. Missiles are an interesting choice, but I guess Snow wants to counter cannon ships with it.
Potentially so, yes. Of course, it's such a low cost limit. Snow has very limited ammunition, so
Yeah.
they're trying to make the
Wow.
best of it that they can do.
That's such a funny fight. Oh, X-No got the armor.
And the sumo is no longer able to sumo.
Wow, the missiles are doing good damage to the chip. But if Super manages to dodge all of the remaining missiles, X-No might be in trouble.
That's true, but
Oh, the missile hits, and the second one also hits.
Yeah, and Snow has an advantage here of not needing to move at all, so therefore not wasting any capacitor power, except for on the CR. But Super
Yeah.
has dodge, and they've already lost one capacitor. And looking at how the ship is set up, they are very soon going to lose.
They are hiding behind the armor they detached. Yeah. Okay, X-No doing something smart here, turning off their control room to preserve energy, and also turning off the launchers so that the crew doesn't operate the launchers, but instead fully refills them until Snow manually turns the launchers on again. Yeah. I think we are going to see quite a bit of the turning your control room off strategy in this tournament.
Right, another pretty good launch here. Almost hit immediately. Yeah, Super is beginning to lose power to their thrusters.
Yeah, ooh, they actually lost connection to those engines, yeah. That's gonna be bad, they're not gonna be able to dodge, but yeah, the missiles are running out. And X-Snow is running extremely low on
Yeah, they only have
their missiles.
shots left. Because the crew didn't distribute the missile parts properly, they have now 2 unfilled shots. Now we are at the part of this battle where some elevator music would be very fitting.
Yep. X-No manning their missile launchers again.
And Exno's done a great job of preserving their energy as well. They barely lost.
And that's a good hit.
Yeah, I think this has just sealed Super's fate.
Even X-No will have to finish them off with just 2 missiles.
And
and they forfeited.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think another problem is that they wouldn't have been able to get to the middle because of the destroyed thrusters.
Yeah, they were only able to spin at that moment.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if they brought something. Yeah. Let's see if they brought something different.
Right, Exno is bringing the same missile ship, and Super is bringing the same sumo ship. So we're going to see the same battle go over again.
Yep.
Snow is almost flinging the missiles around.
Yep. But did not get any good hits so far. Oh, some good hits on the side from the missiles.
We're losing one small thruster. Oh.
Now Snow launching missiles from every side and the control room is almost out. Ooh, and I think that missile's gonna do it. Yep, that's it. Nice missile flings by Snow there.
And Snow is moving on now, winning 2 battles in a row.
Yep. Alright, so
moving into the losers bracket, right?
yeah, first is yeah. Super is going to losers bracket and I'm fighting Admiral T now. Super, I'm going to kick you, sorry, because you have been lagging a bit. But you should still be able. I think you are watching the stream on the side, right? Or I'm just gonna message them. Alright. What am I going to bring?
I assume the stream is going to have some spoilers for that. Alright, good luck to you too.
Thanks. Alright, it seems like T-Rex brought a laser ship. A ship with an actual reactor. That's crazy.
That is interesting. It's going to have limited weaponry, but it's going to potentially outlast you if T-Rex can dodge and keep distance.
Yeah. I have the most scuffed crew detach tech I've ever used. The crew detach is so that when I turn off my control room, my crewmate actually stays in the control room. So that I have quicker response time when I turn the control room back on.
Okay, that's going to be interesting. Alpha flag with alpha thrusters, alpha everything. And T-Rex is on the offensive.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal so much more damage, and yeah, that's already it.
Looking at this, I am very happy that a flak nerf is coming, and it's going to nerf its alpha capabilities the most.
Yeah, that flag damage is crazy.
Indeed it is. As we've seen in the previous official tournament with Anti bringing an Alpha Flak V and absolutely destroying me and a TB wave from you.
Alright. It's time to bring a reactor ship of my own. And this one's kind of crazy.
Oh, let's see. Oh! I assume this is a rod stalling machine.
No, I mean, point defense actually doesn't do that little damage at these price points. Like
That's true.
the main disadvantage of point defense is that it can't be aimed. It actually does decent damage, but it's so spread. But at this price range, when ships have so little surface area, it's easier for the point defense to focus.
That's true. And those two small lasers are not going to be able to break through the shield, I don't think.
Yeah. So the idea was just I want to have a ship with a reactor and a shield generator. And the shield generator is just gonna be unbreakable for many opponents.
That is true.
Yeah.
T-Rex appears to also have some logistics issues going on with crew abandoning the lasers and losing thrusters.
Yeah. Oh my god, my point defense also have some supply issues.
I mean, they do take a lot.
There isn't really enough crew to supply them in time. But it seems like T-Rex has some bigger issues.
Yeah, those thrusters are not connected to the rest of the ship.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So they're just gonna run out of power until T-Rex's ship is just left spinning in place. Point defense is actually breaking through the armor.
Yeah, point defense is insane, I told you. Alright, GG. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Forgot the door there.
By the numbers, we should be moving on to the losers bracket.
Yep.
With Super against Admiral T-Rex.
Feel free to try and hard counter me X now. I'm excited to see it. All right.
Okay, Snow, I assume, is leaving to scheme against you plows.
Yeah, I think they're frame by framing the stream to figure out what ships I have.
T-Rex is going to fix the door.
Next time I'm gonna put all of my ships into separate folders so you can't see them on the stream.
Just turn off the stream.
Yeah.
Picking the ships.
Yeah, or I'm gonna do some live editing, like a big black bar on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Just a big red bar with confidential written all over it.
Right. I'm actually not sure. Has I don't think X-No won one of my tournaments before. So, and they would definitely deserve the win, so I'm okay with them counterpicking me.
The chain of Plows wins in a Plows tournament needs to
Yeah.
end at some point.
I mean, I already lost in a very recent tournament, actually, in a 500k tournament. Like, my opponent, Aaron and X-No both brought small shields, walls, and apparently all of my ships just were countered by those ships.
That's a common thing.
I really underestimated their strength. I thought I was doing okay with my flag wall, but yeah.
All right, let's see what they bring this time.
Yeah. I would assume they both use the same ships again. Yep.
That seems to be the case, yes. Now let's see how the sumo ship fares against something that isn't a missile ship.
T-Rex did in fact fix their doors, but the door is placed in such a way that the crew has to walk around a wall to supply the thrusters. Not optimal, but it works. It works. Yeah, I guess T-Rex will just slowly take the sumo ship apart.
Yeah, they should be able to eventually. They still have plenty of time to do that.
Why did I make this a best of 3? Why did the players bring those ships?
I'm surprised. I was expecting a lot more small cannon or maybe even large cannon ships, but so far.
Yeah. I mean, Super and T-Rex are both are players that aren't as experienced. So I'm not surprised that they brought some weirder designs.
Yeah,
and it seems like Super got stuck, but they got out of it. Yeah, and X-No is a pretty strong player, but they really like their strange off-meta builds. So I'm also not surprised that they didn't bring some kind of cannon spam ship or something like that.
Yeah, I saw players discussing potentially even making a small swarm or even a trap of ships with no power supply at all and a small cannon. Those can cost like as low as 15k.
Crazy. But who would bring a trap to a 50k tournament? That would be crazy.
Someone who clearly wants to win.
Yeah, Super's first capacitor has already ran out, and the other twos are also starting to empty. And as soon as those capacitors go out and the thrusters lose all of the remaining energy, the scout is just gonna be able to fly around the ship and just shoot the cockpit down.
Yeah, T-Rex is employing good strategy, just forcing Super to respect the small lasers and turn accordingly, and just waste power on this.
Ooh, T-Rex, T-Rex trying to disconnect the structure there.
And they almost succeeded.
Yep.
that structure one more hit to that exact point, and the ship is going to be split apart.
Oh, super attempting to ram the ship again. I also don't know why they put their bumper so far away from the ship. You wanted to be as close as possible, actually, so that your opponent doesn't have the better angle.
That's true, and they seem to be almost completely out of power.
Yep, all of the capacitors ran out, and it seems like the engines got supplied before the control room. The control room just ran out of energy.
And now T-Rex has free reign to just ship the ship and slowly destroy it.
Yep, that's it.
And there we go. So I think this is also BO3, right?
Yeah, I mean, technically. I mean, Super could just forfeit the third match. The second match.
Assuming they bring the same ship, of course. But from what we've seen so far,
Yeah, maybe now they bring the super OP meta breaking ship. 50k meta breaking ship. It's in fact the same ship again for both players. I also thought about maybe changing the tournament format in the future, that you're to something different, like not hidden ship selection, but I don't know. Like for tournaments in the past, you're only allowed to bring one ship, or you bring 3 ships and you decide using a ban system or something like that. Because as it is right now, players that make less ships are just at a disadvantage.
Oh, and we have just had a disconnect.
All right.
So theoretically, this should be a rematch. Okay, so yeah, talking about tournament formats, the idea of bringing 3 ships and employing a ban system is interesting. I've seen how it was used previously in tournaments before my time in Cosmoteer, and it is a pretty interesting one, that's for sure.
Yes. I'm not sure if it's right for my tournaments, because I am doing a lot of off-meta tournaments, and then you are basically forced to build 3 different ships. So that's probably not the best choice for the kinds of tournaments I do.
It also depends on the scale. I imagine for 50k, building 3 ships shouldn't be that hard. But for something closer to limb levels, it's going to be a lot more.
Yes.
And here we see the same battle unfolding.
Yep.
With the ant lion desperately trying to.
Oh, T-Rex getting behind. Getting a shot from the side in. If they get a direct hit on that piece of structure, it's gonna disconnect.
Well, most likely.
Yep.
I think at this point the best bet is to try and ram the scout into the rock and just pray that your power doesn't run out.
Yeah, I think the power is gonna run out. I don't think that
You're not
works.
the capacitors of a reactor. You're just not going to outlast your opponent.
But I think what Super is currently doing is kind of working. Ugh. And as I say that, they're losing the ship. And that was costly. All of this flying straight forward lost them a lot of power.
Yeah, they're currently down a third already.
Yep. I was recently scolded for going for a glass of water while I cast the tournament because nothing was going on. So I guess I'll not do this for this battle.
No, you can just stay suspiciously silent for like about a minute and
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't be unusual for me actually. Okay, we see T-Rex retreating for some reason.
Yeah, I suppose they're now trying to avoid that ram more, but I'm not sure that that ram is going to do much. Both capacitors are about.
Yeah, I guess the idea of Super's chip is to avoid getting killed by capacitor waste designs.
Yes.
And then you have a little bit of energy left to go into the middle. Once the enemy ran.
By putting the cage so much further away.
Yeah, the cage should really be right up to the ship.
I suppose it speaks of their commitment to the design and to its name more than anything else.
That's true.
And they're almost completely out of power at this point. The capacitors are all empty.
Yep. Control room only has one battery left.
Oh, by the way, I actually had the opportunity to play my first domination game today.
Oh, you did? That's nice.
Yeah.
How did it go?
It went okay. I played against Rednecks, whom I haven't seen in a while actually, but seem to be back at playing it. Oh, and there we go. The arm is cut.
Yeah, and the cockpit is out.
Yeah, I'd say this is GG's.
Yep.
My first Dom game went about okay because, I already have some designs made for that game mode. I just spammed them in hopes of just overwhelming everyone, and I somehow won that.
I mean, that is a decent strategy. And I think Rednecks is also not really a PvP player.
Well, they seem to prefer aesthetic design more.
Yeah.
But they've been getting into it.
All right, so T-Rex moves on.
Hey, good game, Super. We will see you in the next one, hopefully.
All right, so now it's me versus Snow. I'm gonna ping them. Gonna be interesting to see what they try to bring to counterpick me.
Yeah, and I think they've had plenty of time now to think of a design to even. By the way, it is nice to see that there is a noticeable increase right now in domination activity in most PvP lobbies. It's nice to see a lot of full lobbies playing domination, like ever since the tournament happened.
Yeah, that's. I also noticed that it's quite nice.
Yeah, it's actually funny seeing that domination is at some points just more active than elimination.
Yeah, I mean, I think I did play more domination recently than elimination. Especially because those elimination lobbies are mostly open later, and that's kind of where I should sleep already. So yeah, that's always annoying.
I think the elimination scene is more Europe and the US centered, and the domination scene is more about there are more Asian players, so
Yep.
a lot of time zone difference.
Yep. And the last tournament I did, the domination tournament, apparently it was horrible for the Chinese players because they had to stay up so late. Like it was 6 in the morning or something when it ended.
Wow, that's rough.
Yep.
In last elimination tournament, right last, I think 6 hours was it, and it was like 3 or 4 a.m. for me when it ended.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. I'll give Snow some time to stream snipe me.
This should be interesting.
Okay. What are they bringing? The same ship?
And the same missile kite. And you have brought a trap.
Yeah. I did build a trap actually.
Hey, a small cannon trap that should be decently fast against a missile kite.
Yep. Alright. Let's see if Snow can actually outrun these ships.
Okay, one of the traps has taken some minor damage to its thrust. And again. And Snow seems to be able to keep up with the traps.
That is quite annoying.
Yeah. They do have to be very sparing with their missiles, given the limited supply of them. And the scouts are catching up, it seems. And already setting fires to a ship with no fire extinguishers.
Yep.
And that's game. Yeah, just a moment's hesitation against the trap is
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Interesting. It was very hard for me to catch up to that ship.
Yeah, I mean, it does have two large thrusters. Okay, let's see. I expect a different ship from Klaus, but I don't know about Exno. So far, they've only brought out one ship. And Snow is bringing a nuke ship. That's interesting.
A nuke ship. I did not expect that. Wow.
It's a very fast ship for this bracket with alpha boost and alpha everything.
Oh,
That was a good snipe.
yeah. The cannons arced around and just sniped the control room.
True, that's... I do think that those thrusters, those boosters, would be better suited to the sides of the ship for more maneuverability.
Alright, so
This means now it should be Snow against Admiral T-Rex in
Yep.
round 2. And Snow seems to be refusing to participate.
horrible.
Alright, so this
Yeah.
is you against Admiral T-Rex.
Guess no, just
Snow wasn't feeling it, I suppose.
yeah. But I guess that's just the thing Snow does. Yep. Alright.
Okay, they appear to be offline, but hopefully this will wake them up.
Yeah. Ah. They are offline again. But why?
I don't think they just realized that there is another part to the losers bracket. Maybe they just assumed that this is just to define the last place or something.
Why are people not looking at the bracket?
Actually, I would participate right now, but the only ship that is below 50k I have is a ship that I built in 5 minutes to pass through a labyrinth that has one PD on it.
You did the maze on the Brawlers channel.
No, I didn't. I think someone brought it into a creative lobby and I just decided to try to go through it. So I built a ship in like 1 or 2 minutes that just has diagonal thrust and one PD.
I don't know, I don't think T-Rex is going to be joining us anymore.
Oh, that is a little unfortunate.
Yep. Well, I guess we're just stopping the tournament then.
They are typing. Hold on.
Oh,
Is
oh, they are typing.
online. So there's a chance.
We might get a finale after all.
And they are not home.
RIP. Well, I guess thanks for casting with me. Sorry that your first cast was in such an
tournament with who is Klaus.
Yeah, sorry that it was in such an unorganized tournament.
It happens.
But
probably make sure to ping players before the tourney starts next time, and I think that should solve most of the issues here.
Yep. Well, then till next tournament.